Old South Barnes has a whole arsenal of tools that we use when we custom craft our buildings. Today we'd like to highlight the speed square and how important it is in all of our work. So here's a few tips for you. There you are. I thought you might be close by. I want to take a minute to talk to you for a second about a speed square. That's what I'm holding in my hand. It's known as the speed square, and it helps us do many things on the job site. It's not just a 90-degree helper. It's not just 45. It's got a whole series of numbers on it that can accomplish a lot of tasks on a job site, such as the one we're building today. I want to take a minute to say something about how we determine our pitch on our roofs. This is known as a speed square, and if you notice on this square, it's got a whole series of numbers all over it, and each one of these numbers are very important. But on something like this, you notice that we've already cut the two angles on each opposing end of these 2x8 rafters. But to give you a little orientation on how this works, if I set this point of the speed square at our top point here, and I know the pitch of our roof is a 412, I come down here and I find the 4 on the square, and if you notice here, that's exactly where we have cut the end. Or if it was a 612, I'd move it over to the 6, or 812 and move to the 8. Or if you wanted something flatter, we can move it over to, say, the 2. But that's one of the ways that we have of determining our pitch for our roofs, as well as using the speed square to actually speed up the process as we cut them. Particularly when we have repetitive cuts. This is a little brass clamp that's got a curled knob on the top of it. In order to get the repetitive cuts that we need on the job site and everything's consistent from one truss to another, I'll just tighten this down in the right place. We got it set on our 412 pitch. So next piece of wood comes along, all we got to do is make sure we touch here and here, and it's going to be exactly the same pitch, one after another after another.